Hi guys, what is up? It is Alex here, and today we've got another F1 2012 video, and in this video we're going to be talking about the future of Formula 1, because really there's going to be a lot of rule changes in the next couple of years of Formula 1, and the cars are probably going to be looking quite a lot different. They're going to sound a lot different, and they're going to be a lot different. The racing is going to be a lot different, and it's going to be quite interesting to see the evolution of the cars over the next coming years, because even though 2013 is pretty similar to 2012, 2011, 2010, that sort of stuff, it's quite a bit different to what it's going to be like next year. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video, and I want to hear your opinions of this down in the comment section. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy the video. So, one of the big things that is going to be happening in 2014 is the engine regulations. It's going to be changing up quite a bit. The engine they're using at the moment is a 2.4 litre V8, and that has been used through 2006 to 2013, and this is actually going to be changed up for 2014, and it's actually going to be a turbocharged engine, a 1.6 litre turbocharged V6, and that is going to be pretty interesting to see, because I'm quite a big fan of turbochargers and the way they sort of add to the sports, because I remember back, I think it was the 80s, I remember watching old races. Obviously I'm not old enough to watch races back from the 80s, but I remember watching races back from the 80s and seeing the drivers controlling the turbo boost whilst trying to go around all the corners, and it was absolutely crazy. It was really, really awesome, and I'm really, really looking forward to actually the turbochargers. Lots of people are saying it's gonna suck, but I'm actually really looking forward to it, and hopefully it sort of reminds us of the old classic races, sort of the pure racing back in the 1980s, 1970s, that sort of stuff. When I think that was the sort of era when they had turbochargers, and I'm definitely looking forward to turbochargers coming back. It does mean the engine is going to be a smaller capacity, but it should mean that fuel consumption is better, and it's actually better for the environment, because I think something in the turbocharger actually means that it is better for the environment, which is technically one of the things that they want to do, is make it, cleaner sport. And especially as it is classed as a sport, it's not one of the cleanest sports in the world, in comparison to cricket or football or whatever. It does sort of damage the environment a little bit more, but yeah, it's good to see that in the near future. But there's definitely going to be some bigger things in the later future, probably like 2020, 2030. And some of the things I think they will be changing up in about 10 years time is the safety of the cars. It's unfortunate, but in the last couple of years, I remember 2009, we had some horrible accidents, where the drivers were being hit on the head. A lot of you probably won't know, but John Surtees' son, Henry Surtees, was actually killed by a tyre hitting him on the head whilst racing in a Formula 2 race at Brands Hatch a couple of years ago. I think it was 2009. And then I think a couple of weeks later, Felipe Massa, the driver I'm racing as here, actually got hit on the head by a suspension spring, I think it was, that fell off Rubens Barrichello's car, and that had him severely injured for about half a year, and he was very lucky to pull through that and come back for the 2010 season. But I know a lot of people probably disagree with this, but I think there will be a closed cockpit at some point in the near future, maybe 2020, 2030. But there's a lot of safety stuff has been learned in the last 10 years of Formula 1, and the structure of the cars is a lot better. And I think at some point they're going to have to go to the next step and probably introduce some sort of cover over the top. But I don't know. We'll see how things change. Hopefully the cars can just get safe by themselves. But I personally wouldn't like to see a dome over the top of the cars, because I don't think it would, it doesn't really think of a Formula 1 car. It's more of like a LMP car than a Formula 1 car at that point. And I also think they're going to be reducing some sort of emissions, and obviously the turbocharger, the 1.6 litre engine, is getting smaller and smaller all the time, so less and less emissions. But I think at some point they're going to have to cut back even further and maybe run on some different types of fuel, maybe hydrogen, maybe even air at some point in the near future. We can actually run a Formula 1 car on air. I doubt that's in the near future. Maybe in about 50 years time we can have that technology perfected. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Leave your opinions down in the comment section of this video. Maybe leave some thoughts of what you think is going to be happening to Formula 1 in the near and distant future. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. It's been Alex. I'm out here. Goodbye.